All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Indycar Series hits Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the crown jewel of motorsports. It's the big boy. It's the top track, baby. It is number one. 100-lap race here for the final race of the season. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at Indy? Everybody wants to win Indy. Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little IndyCar action headed your way. The final race of the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series season. Who's got what it takes, baby? You know what? We're going to get this party started and find out. All right, thank you so much for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. And, man, we're having a good turnout here tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League, and we got a good one for you here tonight. Man, I'm excited for this. This is going to be fantastic. And it's a 100-lap race on the famed 2-mile Brickyard. And flag-to-flag coverage here for you today. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here. And excited to bring you this, man. My home track. Take a look at the track here today at Indy. Anybody who knows anything about racing knows Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 2.5 mile, 4 kilometer, 4 turns, and a big rectangle. Banking in the turns 9.5 degrees or 9.2 degrees, in the straights flat out, baby. And I think it's transitioning through that the short shoot areas really is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak, no pun intended. And I've been to Indianapolis many, many times. And always fun to watch the Indy cars there. Just a couple minutes left here in the practice session before we hit the quals. We'll take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Alexei Salviev has got a massive lead. Is that the old one? Oh, that's season 1. Oh, God. We'll figure it out. Holy Toledo. Got a little, some extra tasks I'm doing today here, so sort of distracted me from my normal routine. Don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way later tonight in the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Michigan International, 90-lap race headed your way. Get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up, man. After doing broadcasting at Indy, wow. So that's coming up here later tonight. All right, these guys getting ready to go to the qualification session. And this will be fast quals. They get 4 laps of quals here. All right, I think we've got the, I believe we are just about there. Yeah, we got it now. My gosh, man. Let's take a look at the Indycar standings. There we go. Season 2, Salviev, big fat lead over Eugene Fedorov. Gordon Carter sits 3rd. Dennis Yulich in 4th. William Snowden sits in the 5th position. Dana Grover 6th. Ben Cage 7th. Hank Jan Steneker is 8th in points. Stanislav Pavlov 9th. Andre Fadin is 10th. Sitting 11th is Emerson Sirkowski. You see Meshkov, Correa, Bardelli Jr., Stanley rounding out the top 15. Chivaldo Spindola, Harvey Shepard, Mateus Zaleski, Alexei Martinov, and Jesus Iglesias rounding out the top 20. And then we see 21 through 23. So those are the standings coming into tonight's race. Guys out here on the guys out here for quals right now.
A lot of soul.
Take a look at Dennis Yulich in here as he makes his qualification attempt. Right now, 40.655 is that time. Yulich at the top of the grid. Alexis Salviev in his attempt. He is our points leader coming in tonight, so we'll definitely be focused on him. Did a shooter, she's still that top time, 40 points. Oh, just as I say that, there he goes. Dedeker knocks him off the top of the grid. Let's see where Salviev lands. So Dedeker top time, 40.159. Salviev up to second on the grid. Is 7/100ths of a second behind. Let's take a look at, it looks like Meshkov up to fifth on the grid. .741 is the time for Alexander Meshkov. Right now, Meshkov shown fifth on the grid. Dedeker is first, Salviev is second, Yudichin third, Fedorov fourth, and Meshkov is fifth. Marcus Kipelov for his first race out here, joining us at Indy of all the tracks. About 4.5 minutes left in the qualification session. We are watching the the ninth position car so far. Marcus Kipelov in his attempt to move up the grid. Top time is Dedeker with a 40.105. Now just goes Kaufman in his first race out here as well. A lot of new drivers there coming out and joining us. .912 is Gaddis's first lap. So looks like that was his second lap there. Let's see if Harvey Shepard's coming out on the track to make his qualification attempt. So Dedeker the top time. Zaleski is second, so he's captured the second position. Mateusz Zaleski. Salviev third, Yudichin sits fourth, and Fedorov sits in the fifth position. Harvey Shepherd here with a 41.88. Up to third on the grid for Harvey Shepherd. So Harvey Shepherd sits third after his qualification attempt. William Snowden going to try to sneak out here, I think. Nope. Yeah, it does. Look like Snowden out on the track. Now he's up to second on the grid. So Snowden with the second place run there for him. What a fantastic run there for William Snowden. So good run there for William, and it looks like Steneker's going to capture the capture quals. And we're going to do a driver's meeting here, so give me a moment. It looks like that's my duty today as well. So live on the broadcast. I think we're a little short-handed here today. So be patient with me. And we'll see what we can do here. Check. All right, looks like driver's meeting is over. I got through that okay and survived, so that's awesome. And now we restart the warm-up session. Again, a little double duty here, so sorry for that impact on the broadcast. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Hank Jodstedeker with a 40.105 qualifies in P1. William Snowden qualifies in the second position. Mateusz Zaleski qualifies third. Harvey Shepard qualifies fourth. I don't know what we're doing there with the numbers of it. That's fourth. Salviev's actually fifth. Dennis Udichin will be sixth. Eugene Fedorov seventh. Eighth will be Alexander Meshkov. Andre Fedin is ninth. And Gaddis Gross-Kaufman is 10th. Try to refresh this and see if it comes up with the right numbers. There you go, it fixes it. No, it doesn't fix it. 2/3. It's Studio 397. What a brilliant outfit, man. Let's look at page number 2. Dana Grover is actually 11th. Kepelov 12th. Jacobs 13th, Pavlov 14th, Gordon Carter will start 15th, Eugene Zaglatko starts 16th. Good to see Eugene back here racing Indycars, man. And 17th will be John Stanley, and I think I got another driver coming in here pretty soon as well. Well, my keys to the race here tonight at Indy, corner entry. Man, it really matters how you get into turns 1 and 3 to set yourself up for the short shoot. The short shoot is really everything, man. If you can get through that short shoot really solid and set yourself up for a good exit off of 2 and 4, you're going to get some great speed down the straightaways. Don't forget to use that draft. Definitely going to use the draft here today at Indy to make some passes and manage your traffic. There's going to be a lot of drivers out here today, and manage that traffic and make sure your pit stops are on point. Those green flag pit stops. A 100-lap race. It's a long one, so we'll probably be a little patient as well. Coming up on Tuesday, the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action for a 135-lap race at North Wilkesboro. So it's race number 8, and man, short track action in the Tough Trucks. That's coming up on Tuesday, January the 30th. Racing will start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. No matter where you are in the world, EliteHostUSA.com can provide you with a server in your local area that will suit your league's needs. That's EliteHostUSA.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button here on my channel. Thanks for everybody that comes out and checks us out. Also hit the thumbs up button. Let this video get out there for people to see. Not my best effort here so far today, but nonetheless, I'm pulling a little double duty here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash the bell. Get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeftTV. And always a fun job for me to be able to broadcast races for you guys. I really, really enjoy it. It's a lot of work. I've got a lot to learn, but it is a lot of fun. Make sure my picture-in-picture is working here. It looks like it is. That's good news. A little side-by-side action here for you today. Just about 3 minutes left in the warm-up session. We had to restart that. I had to do the driver's meeting myself today, so about 3 minutes left before we get the command to start the engines. A little chat going on in the TurnLeftTV chat session. Alexei and Hank Beshkoff, all those guys in there chatting it up. One thing it seems like we do pretty well here at High Octane Racing League are stock cars, of course, and then also Indy cars, man. Guys, I really, really like the IndyCar stuff. We've had some pretty good success also with the GT3 stuff, and we've had a few multi-class events that have really been very exciting. I think the BTCC stuff is a little bit of a work in progress. I'm not sure how many fans there are for the BTCC stuff. So that's part of it. You see, a fiery crash there. Somebody throw some water on him so he can get back out in time for the race. Picks to win here today. Wow. Well, I'm going to pick Hank Jan Steneker to win this race. Hank Jan Steneker is my pick to win. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. You get updates when races, what the race schedules are and what the point standings are. You can quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. And that is highoctaneracing.net. Well, it's that time, boys and girls. I think we're ready to rock and or roll. Ready to rock and roll here at Indy. Good luck to everybody here tonight. Alviev says the GOAT picking me to win. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I am a winner, man, because you guys make me a winner. Looks like we got to do a little bit of restart here. Staniker might have gotten kicked. Shepard left the race as well. So we'll have to do a restart for those guys. Just when we thought we had it worked out. I don't know what happens, man. RF2 is notorious for that when you switch sessions. Guys that get kicked. Like we're waiting on two drivers that got disconnected, Shepard and Staniker. Can't let the guy who I picked to win the race get disconnected. Well, there's one in. All right, we're going to get another shot at this. All right, wow, here we go. A second shot at this bad boy. RF2, man. All right, final race of the season, 100 laps here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, and it looks like these guys are populating the grid now, which is good. That's what we want to see.
A lot of soul.
Starting order here today. Hank Stedeker qualifies in P1. William Snowden will start outside row 1. Mateusz Zaleski starts in 3rd. Harvey Shepard starts in the 4th position. Starting in 5th will be Alexei Salviev, our points leader. Dennis Yudichin qualifies in the 6th position. Eugene Fedorov starting in the 7th position. Alexander Beshkov starts in P8. Starting in 9th is Andre Fedin. Gradis Gross-Kaufman qualifies 10th. Dana Grover starts in the 11th position. Marcus Kipelov starts in 12th. Starting in 13th will be Sean Jacobs. Stanislav Pavlov starts 14th. Gordon Carter 15th. Eugene Zaglatko starts in the 16th position. Starting at 17th will be John Stanley and Jesus Iglesias. Barbecue Iglesias starts in P18. So a lot of laps to go here, 100-lap race. These guys getting tightened up. I think they have 2 pace laps. Corner entry, baby, here today at Indy. Short chute, manage that short chute, get through it very, very well. Use the draft, manage that traffic, and make sure your pit stops are on point, baby. Another lap here as these guys are now waving to the crowd. Can you see them? Drivers joining us here in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series finale. Everybody loves Indy, man. Been here many, many times. I grew up around 45 miles away from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I currently live on the north side of Indy, about 45 miles north of Indy. I grew up east of Indy. And this is a staple here in Indiana, right? IndyCar Series, IndyCar racing. Indiana is crazy about racing, man. A lot of great tracks around Indiana. And, of course, the crown jewel located in Speedway, Indiana. So famous, they named the town after Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So Stedeker, my pick to win this race today, starts in P1. And hopefully we'll get a good, clean start here today. Snowden starts outside row 1. The pace car lights are out. Here we go. The season finale here at the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. And we are at Indy, baby.
Go, go, go.
And we're off. Green, green, green here at Indy. Stedeker jumping out to a lead. Snowden tucks in. We got a battle for P3. Shepard and Zaleski side by side there. They've kind of got that figured out. Shepard, they're touching the grass a little bit. Got to be really careful there. Salviev now into the inside. And we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag here early on. It looks like Zaglatko's come around. Zaglatko up in the fence, looks like. So something happened to Eugene Zaglatko. He is off the pace. Those guys catch up to the pace car. Take a look here. Zaglatko. Looks like they're 3 wide there. Oh, and Zaglatko tried to dive underneath and gets up into the fence. You see, that's Pavlov in the 14 position. Zaglatko gets around and then down into the inside here, really going for broke here. And then contact between the two of those guys, and Zagladko in the wall. Hard contact for Eugene Zagladko. And as Zagladko is on pit lane, taking some service here early on. And that was Pavlov, really. Looked like Pavlov just tried to hold his line, entry into the corner, and Zagladko tried to dive through there and get an extra spot here early on. I think the deal is today just to be patient here. We'll take a look at this again. So watch this. It just really shoves that car into the turn. We'll see if we can't get another view of that Kipelov on board here with him. Watch this. Those guys go around him on the outside, and then Zagladko's just ahead, and then drifts up the track and gets into Pavlov, and then flipping down the track. So our first caution flag here, that didn't take long. We've got a little bit too aggressive, I think, there early on, trying to get a spot there. He just drifted up, could not hold it down. Zagladko still on pit lane, taking service. Now looks like he's coming back out on track, maybe? Looks like we got a couple of Fedin, Iglesias, and Kipelov all on pit lane. So a couple guys on pit lane, Fedin, Iglesias, Kipelov.
Stanley.
Take a look at our...
Just telling me to follow you. Okay.
Take a look at our side-by-side here as those guys having a little chat on TeamSpeak right now. Looks like we've got a car slow on the backstretch. Looks like Zagladko slow on the backstretch here. Not sure what's going on with Zagladko. Maybe that engine blew up. I don't hear anything out of that car, so... Zagladko there, maybe dropping to the back of the line, not sure. It looks like he is speeding up now, so he's letting those cars get past. Going to go green next time by, I believe. So Zagladko that inside. Yeah, we're going to go green this time by, I believe. So Snowden is our leader, Stennecker second, Shepard third, Salviev is fourth, Zaleski is fifth.
Blue flag, go, go, go!
So we're back to green. So William Snowden is the leader, Stennecker second, Shepard third, Salviev is in the fourth position, Zaleski is in P5. See Meshkov, Uterchin, Grover, Fedorov, and Jacobs, the top 10. Jacobs, Sean Jacobs in that 10th position, man. He's first time out here in these Indy cars. In Indianapolis, he raced at Gateway. And it was his first time in the Indy cars at all. And here he is as a top 10 run. How about that, huh? Take a look at Alexander Meshkov. Meshkov running in the 7th position. Good to see Alexander out. Good run here for him. Looking to maybe crack into. That looks like he's P6. Take that back. He's in 6th position. Dana Grover is in P7. We're side by side here. Fedorov and looks like Meshkov and Grover battling it out. I guess that's Fedorov and Grover. And this is a mess right now. Uterchin in this mix as well. Fedorov. Oh, Uterchin, maybe a little bit of a contact there with Dana Grover. That scrubbed off some speed. Dennis Uterchin just ahead of Eugene Fedorov. On board here with Fedorov. Take a look at Dennis Uterchin in the 8th position. Fedorov is in P9. Sean Jacobs up there in the 7th position. In fact, Zaleski's had some trouble. Zaleski having trouble here coming down pit lane. So not sure what's happened to Mateusz Zaleski, but he is making an unscheduled pit stop. Our leader is Stennecker. Snowden is in the 2nd position. Shepard 3rd, Salviev 4th, Meshkov in P5. Meshkov is on the move, man. Yellow. Up to P5, and we got a yellow flag. It's like Andre Fedin has come around. 2nd yellow flag here. Oh, and he catches somebody. It's like John Stanley might have hit him. Fedin off the track in the middle, and John Stanley collected him. Yellow flag in our 2nd one here in our 12th lap, man. Let's take a look and see what happened. Fedin. Oh, he just loses it coming off the turn and spins into the inside wall, comes back up onto the track. And then John Stanley coming around, I don't think realizes that he's on the track. And comes around here and then has no time to get out of the way. and then into the fence. So Fedine looked like just lost the back end of the car. On board here with him. Watch this. He's going to end up just losing it here into the wall. Hard luck there into the wall. And then this is going to hurt. Right there, John Stanley trying to come around, and he does get out of the groove, but man, he ends up hitting hard as well. John Stanley just not able to react. It looked like that car might have been coming up the track a little bit. And Stanley into the wall. Fedine looks like he has retired his machine. He just got loose. So our second caution flag. As Hank Stennecker is the leader. Snowden. Stennecker is our leader. Snowden second. Shepard third. Salviev is fourth. Meshkov is fifth. Meshkov's been working his way up through the grid, now in P5. I think some of these guys are going to give up some track position to come down pit lane. And one of those is Meshkov. So Meshkov on pit lane. Wow. A little bit of a gamble there. Quite a few guys, maybe about 6 drivers on pit lane, 7 including Zagladko, who's probably getting some continued changes or repairs done to that machine. So we take a look at Alexander Meshkov on pit lane. And Hank Stennecker is our leader. Forget a little bit later tonight, we'll be in the Saturday Night Thunder Series at Michigan, the Cup Cars, race number 4 of the season. And a 90-lap race from Michigan. And that is a fun track, man. High speed. We had quite a few cautions last night, however, in the Xfinity Series. But these cars are a little bit different. And it should be a fun race. That starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. All right, the lights are out on the pace car. I don't know if that means anything here at in RF2, and if, as we are seeing, it does not, because we have another lap to go. As we saw in the stock cars last night, the lights were still on in the pace car, and then the pace car came down pit road. So that part is broken. So right now, not been very exciting broadcast. We had a few good laps here under green, but a couple of caution flags here early on. Hopefully you guys get this sort of sorted out. Maybe give us a chance to take a look at our point standings. Why I have dragged that over there, I have no idea. Point standings coming into tonight. Salvia with a big lead. Not much that the drivers can do to catch him at this point. Fedorov is second, Carter third, Udichin fourth, Snowden fifth. You see Grover, Cage, Steneker, Pavlov, and Fedin all in the top, rounding out the top 10, and we're getting ready to go back green.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Here we go. That battle there for P2 starting to heat up. Snowden is in second. Salviev is in the third position. Fourth, Harvey Shepard. Those guys a little bit of a breakaway. P5 is now Udichin. Udichin got around. Like Udichin got around Meshkov in pit lane and finds himself in the fifth position. Iglesias came around here. Let's see what happened to Iglesias. Might have been on pit lane. Iglesias, he spun on pit lane. Wow. Iglesias spun on pit lane. That cost him some time. He's had a tough break tonight. Tough way to go here tonight for him as he came in a little bit late, kind of short on practice. And you see a 4-car breakaway. Harvey Shepard at the tail end of that crew. He's now peeking on the inside of Alexei Salvia. Shepard says, hey, man, this is my chance to win a race here in this series. Now pushing the issue here with Salvia. On board here with Harvey Shepard. Shepard looking on the inside as we approach turn 3. Oh, a little snappy right there for Shepard. He had to get out of the gas, and that cost him some time. This guy's starting to roll up on some lap traffic there. Man, he has got a little bit of a steering problem. So Steneker is the leader, and just ahead of him, some lap traffic. See Eugene Zaglotko back out on the track after that earlier incident. Those guys getting around. Zaglotko getting out of the way. Eugene Fedorov and Dennis Udichin here battling it out. So Udichin and Fedorov side by side. Udichin dives down to the inside. He was going to do that crossover move. This guy's going to fool around to give up a couple spots. As Gordon Carter starting to work his way through. Gordon Carter says, you guys go ahead and fight it out. I want to get by. And Gordon Carter picking up a couple positions right there. Great move by Gordon Carter. He saw those guys racing each other. They scrubbed off some speed, and Gordon Carter dove down to the inside and got by and picks up P5. Gordon Carter 5th, Dennis Hughes 6th, Dana Grover back in the 7th position. Fedorov in this mix as well. A good 4-way battle here. Soon to be a 5-way battle if a couple Stanislav Pavlov gets up there. That yellow car at number 60. Take a look at Fedorov. He is behind Dana Grover. Has to back off for that pass. Right now, our leader is Staniker. Now a 3-car breakaway. Shepard has sort of dropped back there. He's by himself. He's had a little bit of a handling problem. We saw that car wanting to snap around a little bit. A lot of tire scrub through the turns for him. And he is running in the 4th position. Good night here for him. But hoping to catch up. He's about 2 seconds back to the race leader. Alexander Meshkov and Stanislav Pavlov. Pavlov on the outside. Meshkov down to the inside. Into turn 1, and Meshkov picking up a position. So Pavlov now back to the 10th spot as Meshkov moves up. Got some lap traffic there. Looks like coming back out on the track. Mixing things up. We got a battle here between Alexei Salviev and William Snowden. Salviev picking up that spot. Salviev now up to P2. Staniker is our leader. Snowden falling back. We got a yellow flag here. And it looks like Eugene Fedorov comes around. Take a look here. Eugene Fedorov at the outside. Looks like Dennis Hughes going to the inside. And they're wheel to wheel there through the turn. Fedorov way out of the marbles, up into the marbles there, out of the groove. This looks like a little bit earlier. Take a look here a little bit later here as Fedorov to the inside, trying to get back around Unichin. And then into the inside. Man, he really tried to shove that car into a spot. Take a look here. Back this up just a little bit. So right there, Fedorov tried to dive in and gets into, I don't know if he actually made wheel-to-wheel contact with Unichin or not, but they hit hard at the inside wall. See right here, another look at that. Bad angle there, man. Not a very good angle on that. See if we can look out of the back of Unichin's car. Only way I'm going to get to this is you see Fedorov has a good run down the front stretch, dives down to the inside, and then contact here. Unichin might have dropped down there a little bit. Fedorov might have come up. And then Fedorov ends up the worst end of that deal, and he is into the inside wall. And I think Pavlov had a ringside seat for that as well. We'll take a look at that tire smoke, and then he's just hoping that car doesn't come back up the track. And car hard licking the inside wall. All right, man. Well, we'll just review that caution there. Sorry for the silence there. So we'll take a look at the caution flag, reviewing that, passing that on to race admin. Stedekar is the leader. Salviev third. Snowden fourth. Or Snowden is Salviev second. Snowden third. Shepard is fourth. Gordon Carter is in P5. Fedorov, Meshkov, Grover, Yudichin, and Pavlov rounding out the top 10. All right, I think we're going green this time by.
Green flag, go, go, go!
Back to green. As Hank Stedekar is our leader. Salviev third, second. Snowden is in the third position. Shepard fourth. Gordon Carter is in fifth. A lot of laps to go here. 70 laps to go. With the 3 cautions, 2 early cautions. Way up the track right there is Pavlov. Pavlov on that outside. He was way up the track of the turn. Look at this, side by side through the turn. Sean Jacobs getting by, running in P9. A little bit of oversteer right there for Stanislav Pavlov. He is a great stock car driver and out here mixing it up into Indycars. Side by side trying to get that spot back. Oh, there's contact, little wheel-to-wheel contact there with Sean Jacobs. Pavlov trying to muscle his way through. You gotta be careful of that, man. These cars are tender, baby. Delicate. Daneker the leader. Salviev is in second. These guys teammates. P1, P2. Zaleski has retired his machine. Not sure what happened to Zaleski. It looks like he might have disconnected. Yeah, it looks like he's lost his connection. So Zaleski has dropped. That is unfortunate. He is still in TeamSpeak, so he can rejoin. 4-car breakaway. Gordon Carter is in 5th, trying to catch up to those guys. Harvey Shepard running in the 4th position. Just ahead of him is William Snowden. These guys all slightly changed their paint schemes. They all have sort of identical paint schemes, but changed them with the wing colors are different, and to help me out. And how about that, man? Here they are. You got 2 of them running in the top 4, and Snowden is in 3rd. Shepard in the 56, running in the 4th position. Daneker starting to open up a little bit of a gap here on Salviev. Salviev is those guys getting racy there. Shepard and Snowden getting racy. And Snowden trying to sneak around. And Harvey Shepard, take a look here. It's Harvey Shepard going to the bottom side of William Snowden. And Shepard picking up that spot. Snowden now falling back to P4, and that might have been more of a wave around there. Hey, you're faster, go ahead and get up there. And I'll hang with you. So teammates may be communicating on the radio at swapping spots. Shepard starting to close in. We go back live. Shepard starting to close in on Salviev as well. So we got two sets of teams here working together. It is Stanislav Pavlov and Denis Yudichin. Yudichin, gets into the outside wall. Out of 4. Yudichin smacked the wall out of 4. And Pavlov gets by. Wow. Take a look at that again. As Yudichin swings wide coming out of 4 right there, smacking the wall. And Pavlov goes to the outside, wisely goes to the outside and gets around. Look at this battle here. Salviev to the inside. Alexis Salviev trying to get by Hank Daneker. Salviev, side by side. He gets into the grass. He gets into the grass, almost takes out his teammate. They're still side by side coming off of 4. Daneker's got the outside line and the run. And they have to tuck back in, and now Harvey Shepard in this mix. Shepard to the inside, see if they can take advantage of this and get around Salviev. There was some contact between the teammates. And Daneker holds on and comes out there unscathed, but now Salviev to the inside. That is Daneker to the inside. Salviev dropping back to P2. Salviev had gotten around Daneker. And these guys still battling. Harvey Shepard now in this mix. He's going to try to split the... No, not 3 wide. Oh my gosh, I thought they were going 3 wide there. Harvey Shepard backs out of that wisely. Harvey Shepard backed out of that one. And that would have saved a 3-car incident, maybe a 4-car incident. And Shepard is fast, man. He is down to the inside. Those guys have been battling each other. And Shepard, Shepard sideways. Shepard gets sideways there as he tried to get around, lost the back end of the car, and held on to that thing. Wow, what action going on here. Crazy action. Up front, the top 4. And now that spreads out. Everybody sort of has to catch their breath. My heavens, man. Take a look at Sean Jacobs here out running in the 9th position. Good top 10 run here for Sean Jacobs. Got a couple, quite a few cars here a lap down. Fedorov is the first car 1 lap down. He is running in the 12th position. 3 cars out of the race. Stanley, Zagladko, and Fedin all out of the race. Gaddis Gross-Kaufman running in P13, also 1 lap down. His first race out with us. He's in the 69 car. And good to see him out here racing with us. And some great swapping spots up here out here. Look at this. Shepard to the inside of Salvia. Inside here through the turn. Shepard picking up that spot. And Salvia now tucks in the 3rd position. And as long as those guys start getting racy, that's going to allow Hank Staniker to walk away from this. From this 3 cars behind him. And now Salvia says, hey, I heard you, man. He's back to the inside. Shepard's going to have to give up that spot. And Shepard might have gotten into the outside wall there. Touched his tires on the outside wall. That's going to allow William Snowden to close back in. So Alexei Salvia reclaiming the 2nd position. Good racing there. Those 2 teams having a great fight. Gordon Carter running in P5. In the 56 car. High place moving sponsor machine. And a good run here for him. Man, top 5 run for Gordon Carter. That's 6.5 seconds off of P4. Look at this. Salvia has a battle now there with those teammates. They are 3 wide. 3 wide into turn 1. Harvey Shepard inching ahead. See that battle now between, that is, who is it? That is William Snowden inching ahead. Harvey Shepard is in 3rd. I know they said the colors would help me. Gaddis Gross-Kaufman, on the outside, way up against the outside wall. Oh, he hits hard. No caution flag. I'm not hearing a yellow flag come out. And now we got a yellow flag. So yellow flag, and he is off the pace. Big time problems there for him. He got into the outside wall there, man, and just a hard lick on the inside. Just absolutely annihilated that car. So right here, he comes up, gets into the outside wall. Watch this, way out of the groove, and then comes back across the track, and then hard into the wall. And I'm not sure who that was behind him right there. Staniker, our race leader. Watch this out of Staniker's machine. You see him come sliding back across the track. That's got to make you pause for a second here. You got a big lead, and you got somebody who's crashing in front of you. So now bunching them back up. Man, that racing up front with those 4 cars has been fantastic. And now allow some of those other guys now to close back in. Gordon Carter, Meshkov, Grover, Pavlov, and Jacobs and Udichin rounding out the top 10. All those guys get a close back in. Gross-Kaufman is way off the pace here as there's tons of damage to that car. He's missing a front wing, rear wing, and I'm sure there are a lot of other pieces of that car that are damaged. Yeah, we got pit stops underway here on lap 45. Pit stops underway. We take a look at the side-by-side view. No. All right, pit stops don't take very long here in the IndyCar series. Jack that car up, throw the 4 tires on, and throw some fuel in it, you are off. High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be back in action for race number 8 on January the 30th. That's Tuesday. North Wilkesboro, some short track action in the truck series. And that's going to be a lot of fun, man. Really going to be a lot of fun. The Tough Trucks. Very storied series in High Octane Racing League back in the day when we did RF1 and also NASCAR Racing 2003. NASCAR 4, we did Tough Trucks. So here we are back again doing Tough Trucks here at RF2. Well, we're bunching them back up. Stenneker is our leader. Snowden is in second. Meshkoff up to the 3rd position. Uh-oh! Alexander Meshkoff. Take a look at him, one of our great Russian drivers. Up to P3. Big mover there on pit stops. Maybe some strategy. That guy is wicked smart. And maybe a little strategy there by Meshkoff. Remember, starts are single file here in the IndyCar series, so no double file starts. All starts are single file. Meshkoff up to P3. That's going to be interesting. Kind of shake things up a little bit. That pushes Salvia back to P4. Grover is in 5th. So good top 5 run here for Dana Grover. So we take a look at that Dana Grover in the 89. He got a huge win in the Bushwhackers series last night. What a run there for Dana Grover last night. In the Bushwhackers series, got the huge win and fantastic run. He was racing for Trax VR, and here he is tonight in the IndyCars, or today in the IndyCars, mixing it up with the some IndyCar specialists, and we're getting ready to go back great. Pace cars off. Here we go.
flag. Go, go, go.
Back to green. Oh, we got somebody in the wall. Somebody's in the wall there. And that was Fedorov. Fedorov came around on the start. Cold tires here. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. And he just came around. And then comes back across. He gets hit. Looked like it might have been Udichin that got into the back of him. Might have been Udichin that might have got into the back of him here. That actually happened behind him. Might have been Gordon Carter, actually. See who's in that blue and white car back there. Gordon Carter might have got the worst end of that deal. On board here as he tried to get around and, ends up making contact with Fedorov. Fedorov's trying to get out of the way. It's probably best at that point just probably best at that point just to cut your losses and stay in that outside line. So right there, he gets into the outside. I'd say probably just stay right there, but he comes back across the track here and, man, right into the path of Gordon Carter. And Gordon Carter now, pretty significant amount of damage. Just got loose. Broke the tires loose there. And guys did a good job of getting out of the way. It looks like Gordon Carter got the worst end of that deal. Yeah, he hit pretty hard and now has lost his front wing and a little bit of that nose cone. High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder back in action tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Michigan International, a 90-lap race in the Cup cars. Saturday Night Thunder been going on for 21 years. Actually, now 22 years. I think that's where we are, so we're maybe 23 years. Yeah, 23 years, wow. Since 2001, the Saturday Night Thunder been going on. A 90-lap race at Michigan. Beat the broadcaster tonight to get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and make it happen in the Saturday Night Thunder. So Steneker, Snowden, Meshkov, Salviev. Steneker leading a lot of laps here under yellow. All right, man. Just doing a little conversation about the caution flag. All right, I think we might be going green this time by. Steniker, the leader. He's led a lot of laps here tonight. Got a big win at Gateway. Oval specialist. War of attrition now, man. We got 5 cars out of the race. Glacius is 4 laps off the pace. And Gross Kaufman 3 laps off the pace, and 11 cars on the lead lap. So not a good showing for some of those guys. They took themselves out pretty early here today. Glotko, Fadine both had problems early. John Stanley, not sure what happened here as far as retiring from the race for him. So we are past halfway. 4 laps in, we get back going green. We'll be starting lap 55. The pace car is off.
Green flag, go,
All right, back to green. Already there, William Snowden and Alexander Meshkov battling. Meshkov to the outside is going to let those guys go, I believe. Meshkov giving up a position, now falling back to third. Falling back to the 4th position as Salviev gets by. Meshkov in P4. Alexis Salviev is in the 3rd position. On board here with Alexander Meshkov. As Salviev drifting up the track there just a little bit. A little bit of a oversteer or understeer there, I think, for Meshkov through the turn. In this battle here, this is Harvey Shepard trying to work his way back up to the front. Dana Grover is in 5th. Shepard wants it, and Shepard gets P5. So Shepard now back up to 5th position. Dana Grover falls back to P6. Look at this battle here. This is Denis Yudichin and Stanislav Pavlov. Yudichin to the inside of Pavlov. Pavlov way up the track there. Way up the track for Pavlov. He's going to the outside. Yudichin only going to split the difference here on Denis Yudichin. Yudichin, oh my gosh. And Yudichin trying to get that spot back. Oh, he dives down to the inside. Oh, no. Dove back down to the inside and went. Far too early to be this aggressive. And, man, that transpired there as Pavlov and Jacobs had gotten around Denis Yudichin. Take a look here. This is Pavlov getting around Yudichin on the outside. Jacobs going to the inside. Right there. And then watch this as Yudichin wants to get that spot back through the turn, and he is going to get into the back of Pavlov. Watch this. Yudichin's got to run and then down to the inside and gets into Pavlov. And Yudichin in the fence. Gordon Carter had a ringside seat for that as well. Gordon Carter watching that action. He sees those guys splitting the difference there as Yuderchin gets overtaken by Jacobs and Pavlov. Yuderchin to the inside, all the way through the short chute, and then dives down right there and gets into Pavlov, and then up in the fence. Dennis Yuderchin. So take a look here as Yuderchin, he goes down to the inside right here with the short chute, and then gets a second attempt at it right there. And he's going to touch right there on Pavlov, and it's straight into the fence. And tough break there for Dennis Yuderchin. Take a look at the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers schedule. Last night we were at Michigan International. Next week we will be at Nazareth Speedway for a 130-lap race. They're on February the 2nd. That's Friday, February the 2nd. So 130-lap race from that great little short track that is defunct short track now, but it still exists in the sim racing world. And that's Nazareth Speedway. Just under a mile in length, kind of a triangular, almost a cross between a Pocono and a Phoenix. I think lengthwise it's a Phoenix. It's got some characteristics of Phoenix, but it's also more kind of a triangular track almost of a that you would see for a Pocono. So 130 lap race coming up in the Bushwhacker Series at Nazareth on February the 2nd. Tonight's race brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com. Also some WordPress hosting, online store hosting, VPS hosting, and shared web hosting available through EliteHostUSA.com. Again, thanks so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Man, it's been a little bit of a messy race here, but I appreciate your patronage. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and get the algorithm talking so everybody can see these guys wrecking. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Thanks to all those new subscribers, and a special thanks to all those subscribers who stick with me here at TurnLeftTV. And don't forget to smash that bell here on TurnLeftTV, and you'll get updates when races are going live. These guys have figured out that they want to drive around this track in their last race of the season under yellow. Most of the yellows have come from guys diving under somebody else. right, man. I think we might be going to go green this time by. You know, you're looking at, 39 laps here to go. Guys cannot seem to get these big, long runs in. We haven't had any green flag pit stops. So right now, Stedeker, the leader, Snowden second, Salviev third, Shepard is fourth, Grover is in P5. Sean Jacobs up to P6. Stock car aficionado coming out here and mixing it up with the boys at Indycar Series. And the pace car is off.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Salviev in way up in that second groove. They're looking to try to get around William Snowden. Harvey Shepard back in P4. Dana Grover seeing if he can't tag onto this group. That battle there heating up just ahead. Side by side there between Salviev and Shepard. Shepard tucked back in. Salviev holding on to P3. Snowden is in second just ahead. Dana Grover on board with P5. That 89 car. Sean Jacobs, Gordon Carter here getting after it. Sean Jacobs to the inside, and Gordon Carter gets around. So now up pick P6. Sean Jacobs falls back to the 7th position. So good pass there. Textbook pass right there, the way to handle that, whether you're being passed or doing the passing. You see Gordon Carter going to the outside. Sean Jacobs gives him a lot of room, backs out of that, and lets Carter have that spot. Carter now in P6. Stedeker there opening up a little bit of a gap on Snowden. Trying to break that draft. So splitting this group up. You got Stedeker and Salviev, P1, P3, Snowden and Shepard, P2, P4. Those guys teammates. So splitting the teammates up here. These guys been running in the top 4 all night long. Salviev trying to change that. He's starting to peek around a little bit. Couldn't make that pass. Has to tuck back in, but he is really trying to get around. And now they're side by side on the outside. Salviev on the outside line. Can't pull it off going into the turn. Do the short shoot. Down the backstretch. All that mixing up, and Harvey Shepard starting to lose contact with these guys a little. Looking ahead, he says, you guys go ahead, get side by side, and let me catch back up. So Harvey Shepard running in the 4th position. Downshifting there. You hear that shifting going on. Different strategies. I wonder how that's going to help or hurt on fuel mileage. Stedeker likes what he sees. Those guys battling for P2 behind him. William Snowden running in the 2nd position. The Salviev has sort of dropped back, maybe trying to get a run here, use some draft, trying to get a good run on William Snowden. Snowden there, you see that car wanting to kick out. A little bit loose there through the turns. That back end coming around just a little bit, so he's hanging on. He's a little loose, a little oversteer right now for William Snowden. On board here with William Snowden running in the 2nd position. Salviev has dropped back a little bit, and there is a battle between Harvey Shepard and Alexei Salviev, and Harvey Shepard's going to pick up a spot. Harvey Shepard picks up a spot. Salviev falls back to P4. Gordon Carter has caught Dana Grover. This is for P5, and the 56 car gets around. Dana Grover in the 89 falls back to the 6th position. So Gordon Carter back to the top 5. Those guys starting to spread out just a little bit. Our front two fairly close here. 0.2 of a second separate the two of those guys. Here on lap 68. Alexander Meshkoff running in the 8th position. Closing in on Sean Jacobs. Jacobs into P7. Alexander Meshkoff running in the 8th position. And a good battle here, it really is, as Meshkoff in the 7 car. Sean Jacobs in the 24. And this battle is for the 7th position. Meshkoff in P8, Jacobs in 7th. Take a look at Marcus Kipelov and Stanislav Pavlov battling. Kipelov gets around and takes over P9. So Marcus Kipelov having a pretty quiet race here. Haven't seen too much out of him, but now starting to make his move here late in the race. And gets around Pavlov. Kipelov now in P9. Pavlov falls back to the 10th position. Pavlov's had a little bit of a tough race. Kipelov now 7.5 seconds back to P8, and that is Alexander Meshkoff. Look at our side-by-side view here. Take a look at Sean Jacobs running in P7. Just behind him, Meshkoff in the 8th position. Up front is Staniker, Snowden, Shepard, and Salviev. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-car breakaway. Jacobs holding on to that 7th position, but Meshkoff is hounding him right now in the 8th spot. Take a look at that. Gaddis Gross-Kaufman. Looks like he's coming down pit lane. So Gaddis giving up the... Looks like he was giving up the 12th position as Yudishin gets by. Actually, he was in P11. Jesus Iglesias gets by. Dennis Yudishin gets by as well. So Gaddis is his first race out. A bit of a challenge there for him. He got a huge wreck earlier, and it looks like he is now coming down pit lane. So here on lap 75, Gaddis Gross-Kaufman is on pit lane. Take a look at Stanislav Pavlov running in P10. Kind of out there by himself as we wind down the laps here. Looking at the last 25 laps. Good clean race here now after we got all those caution flags out of the way. Keep our fingers crossed. And they're starting to get a little racy there behind, as right now Harvey Shepard is about a half a second behind as he makes that pass. So Harvey Shepard now moving up to P2. So Indycar is the leader. He's got about a 0.7 of a second lead over Harvey Shepard. Salviev running in P4. Snowden just ahead of him. So those three guys there trying to work together, as it looks like Harvey Shepard now working his way through some lap traffic. On board here with Alexei Salviev. These guys working their way through lap traffic. You see Denis Yudichin in the 12th position, going to let these guys go. Goes to the outside, waves them by on the inside. Salviev may be saving some tires. Take a look at this pass here as William Snowden gets around his teammate, Harvey Shepard. So Snowden picking up that spot. Shepard falling back to the 3rd position. It was a little bit earlier. Take a look at Dana Grover here running in P6. Out there by himself. Behind him is Sean Jacobs and Alexander Meshkov, and that battle heating up. Those guys been running nose to tail, but that battle's starting to get a little bit tighter. Stanislav Pavlov on pit lane. See him getting taking service here. So Pavlov on pit lane. Now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. All the way around to turn 2 on that access road. Easy to get that car in the grass, and when you do, big time problems. And Pavlov navigates that with no problem. Back out in P10. Indycar tried to run away, but not quite able to do it so far. About a half a second separate he and Snowden. Shepard and Salviev have fallen back, a couple seconds back, so those tires might be wearing out on them. 18 drivers joined the race today. 6 of them have retired their machines. Dana Grover is on pit lane. Dana Grover making a pit stop. Looks like he has finished up his pit stop, coming back out on track now. The 89 Tracks VR sponsor machine back out after taking 4 tires and fuel. And he is going to go a lap down. Yeah, that's what we wanted to see. We want to see some green flag pit stops. Shake out this field a little bit. Now under 20 laps to go. Marcus Kipelov running in the 8th position now in that 20 car. His first race out here with us. Good to see Marcus joining High Octane Racing League and joining the race today. Hopefully some more great racing in store. Had some great tracks this season. Iowa was a great race. Gateway was a great race. Those are our other 2 ovals. Road America. What else did we race? Some fantastic racing. Indy Road Course started it off, I believe. I have to look at the schedule. I forget. A lot going on here, man. Gordon Carter on pit lane. Hank Steneker is on pit lane. That is big. Hank Steneker making a pit stop here. Our race leader giving up the race lead to come down pit lane, and now he's finished up his pit stop. Now William Snowden coming down pit lane, giving up the race lead. Now what these guys do not want to see is a caution flag to come out. That would be devastating for those guys. Mid-Ohio was the first race. There you go. As that Snowden on pit lane. And it's Salviev, our new leader. So William Snowden, Harvey Shepard, the teammates on pit lane. See that side-by-side now coming back out here. Shepard rejoining the racing surface. So pit stops underway. Alexis Salviev has yet to come down pit lane. Getting some laps led. Hoping for a caution flag maybe to trap some of these guys a lap down. Jesus Iglesias on pit lane as well. Take a look at Jesus on pit lane here in P11. A little bit of a late join today. Now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. So Salviev still has not made a pit stop here in this sequence. And you know he's going to have to at some point. The rest of these guys, it looks like they have finished up their pit stops, although Sean Jacobs shown in P2. Meshkov just behind him in the 3rd position. Take a look at Meshkov. Running just behind Sean Jacobs. So Sean Jacobs having a good race here, man. I think he's starting to like these Indy cars. Well known for his stock car prowess, mixing it up here in the Indy cars. Looking just ahead at Sean Jacobs, trying to put Gordon Carter a lap down. Gordon Carter actually already a lap down, but Jacobs trying to get by. Take a look at Marcus Kipseloff. And Sean Jacobs is now, look at Marcus Kipseloff. Kipseloff comes down pit lane here in that 20 car. He's making a pit stop. And Sean Jacobs now shown as the race leader. So Jacobs is our leader in the 24 car. Kipseloff has finished up his pit stop, coming back out onto the track. Take a look at Jesus Iglesias in the 12th position. That side-by-side screen there. Sean Jacobs down in P2 as Hank Staneker's gotten by. You take a look at that pass there. Staneker gets by Sean Jacobs. Staneker back to the race lead. So Staneker now has a 2-second lead over Sean Jacobs. We know he has to make a pit stop. Meshkoff's got to make a pit stop. Snowden has pitted, and so he is 4 laps down, or 4 seconds down, not 4 laps down, 4 seconds down as Salviev has now come down pit lane. That's big. Salviev making a pit stop. Alexei Salviev on pit lane here on lap 91. This is interesting. See how this ends up working out. So late race pit stop for Alexei Salviev. Maybe gambling a little bit. Salviev finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track. And he's got some work to do. Salviev now shown 1 lap down. And maybe he's going to hope that some of these guys have to come back down pit lane. Not sure what the fuel mileage situation is here, but you're looking at 8 laps to go. So maybe he stayed out a little bit too long. Gordon Carter picking up a position as Sean Jacobs has made a pit stop and coming back out on track. You see him on the access road there. Gordon Carter now back up to P5. He's run up in that top 5 slot there or near to it all night long. He had a little bit of trouble there about halfway through the race. He got that car repaired and back out on track. Jesus Iglesias, Dennis Uderchin. Iglesias to the outside, Dennis Uderchin on the inside. This is for position, and Jesus Iglesias is going to pick up a spot. Now up to P11. Uderchin fall back to P12. Right now, Hank Staneker has a 5.5-second lead over William Snowden. Meshkoff is shown in 3rd. Harvey Shepard 4th. Gordon Carter rounding out the top 5. What a different look that we have up front now. And Salviev shown back in the 7th position. So Salviev back in P7 trying to weave his way. Oh! Trying to weave his way through. And he might have gotten into the wall. Salviev, we're watching a side-by-side view here now. And Salviev had made some contact with the wall. And that car is boogered up a little bit now. I think he ends up making that pass, but there was some contact. With the outside wall. He hit pretty flush. I don't know if there's a ton of damage there. He did scrape the tires, so maybe okay. But that's not going to help his effort out. He's in P7. Hank Staniker, the leader. Snowden in second. Meshkoff third. Shepard is in fourth. Salvia's got a big points lead coming into tonight, so I don't think there's going to be any question whether he's going to win the championship or not. So everybody's sort of where they are right now as we are approaching 3 laps to go. Staniker, a little bit of lap traffic there for him. Trying to figure out which way he's going to navigate that traffic. Look like Dana Grover. Running in P10 as Staniker gets by on the inside line. Staniker really has shown a lot of racing moxie throughout the season. I know it's been a little bit of a limited season for him, but he did really well at the road courses. But he is more, I think, of an oval guy when it comes to Indy cars. Get the big win at Gateway. And we got 2 laps to go, as Hank Staniker looks to be on his way to a race victory. Take a look at William Snowden running in the second position. Good run here for him. 7 seconds back now. Meshkoff on the lead lap, 19 seconds back. And that battle there heating up for P3. Meshkoff and Shepard, I think, are battling it out for the third position. And this is just ahead of the race leader. And the race leader on the final lap. Take a look at that battle there. Meshkoff. That's Meshkoff and Harvey Shepard getting after it here in the final lap. And Hank Staniker is going to come away with the race victory here at Indy. So what a battle there for Hank Staniker, and he comes out on top here at Indianapolis in the final race of the season. So great job to Hank Staniker, and outlast the competition, and gets the big win here at Indianapolis. And it looks like Meshkoff ends up beating out Shepard and finishes in the third position. Great podium run there for Alexander Meshkoff. I think that's the only race he competed in this season, is Indy. Staniker must be waiting for me to get a good screenshot for it. So Hank Staniker gets the win. Congratulations. And it looks like Alexei Salviev going to finish in the 6th position. So good job for Alexei Salviev. And Hank Staniker gets another win. So great job to Hank. And that's 2 wins in a row. Guess he got the win last week. So fantastic run for Hank Staniker on getting the win. Looks like we got everybody in the fence now, in the across the finish line. Let's take a look at the final results here at Indy. A little bit of a messy race in that first half. We've got it figured out. Hank Stedeker gets the win. William Snowden finishes in P2. Alexander Meshkoff, good run there for Alexander. Finishes in the third position. Harvey Shepard finishes in fourth. And Gordon Carter with the top 5 in that 56 car. Alexis Salvia finishes in 6th. Sean Jacobs 7th. Marcus Kipelov finishes in 8th in his first race out. Stanislav Pavlov finishes in 9th. Dana Grover in the top 10 run there for him in the 89 car. Finishing in the 11th position is Jesus Iglesias. Dennis Uderson finishes in the 12th spot. Gaddis Gross-Kaufman finishes in 13th. 14th is Mateus Zaleski. Eugene Fedorov finishes 15th. John Stanley 16th. Eugene Zagladko finishes 17th. And Andre Fadin finishes in the 18th position. My dog is liking the finish of the race. She's all barking and stuff. So great job to those guys. See if we can't get those guys on the chat box. So great job to Hank Stedeker getting the win here at Indianapolis. We'll see if we can't get he and Alexei Salviev up here in the booth with us. What a great run for Hank, man. Really was an exciting race for really all those guys, those top 4 or 5 guys. All right, we're joined up here in the booth with the race winner, Hank-Jan Stedeker, and what a run, man. You were able to outlast in the last half of that race, outlast the teammate, but also Shepard and Snowden as well. Talk about that run there for you toward the end.
Sorry, what was the last part?
Tell us how your race went.
I started from pole and I did not intend to fight that hard at the early phase of the race. Sadly, we had a lot of yellows, which happens. I mean, everybody wants to win this, so everybody is a little bit more willing to give that little bit extra, and it can also cause some incidents. But yeah, at the end of the race, I was really fighting just to break the draft of William Snowden, and I was looking at the deltas, at my advantages that I had of the other guys, and like at points they just came back into the draft, and then suddenly they also just left it, and I think I did a pretty good job as well for my pit stop timing to undercut William, and then probably William fueled too much, and then after that I was gone.
And it didn't seem like lap traffic was really much of an issue late in the race, but maybe a little halfway through or so, it started to be a little bit of an issue for some of you guys, as you were not only battling each other. Snowden and Shepard there were on your tail. You and Alexei working together, but was the lap traffic really an issue for you? From my perspective, it seemed like it was.
at times it was very very useful also to get away from people. But I did have a few moments where it was a little bit scary, but overall, I mean, nobody did anything bad and nothing bad happened to me, so I can only say that it went pretty alright.
Well, great job to you. Another win. Really, it seems like the ovals favor you, and you do a great job in those ovals, and obviously great job in the road courses too. But it seems like a little bit better at the ovals, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, we love the ovals. Me and Alexi both, and probably a lot of other guys too. But this car is very difficult to set up on ovals. So we work hard to get that very best setup, and then after that it's finishing the job as a driver.
Well, we got Alexi up here, our champion this season. Congratulations, Alexi. Dominating year, really. Talk about your year, and then also how this race went for you. It seemed like that last pit stop there and hanging out there for a long time may not have favored the, say a top 5 or a top 2 or 3 finish.
Yeah, thanks, Heath. Honestly, disaster of the last half of the race. I've got Ferrari strategists on my box because they told me not to pit under the last safety car, which I was going to, but then I decided that probably my fuel consumption isn't that high, and I stayed out in hopes of saving fuel in draft. But then I was trying to do something else. You can't blame me for trying, so I just stayed out. I tried something, it didn't work, I did. So yeah, it's ridiculous, really. I'm still banging my head about not pitting about it, because that was definitely the best strategy, not pitting on the green like Hankian did, because that was proven by Alexander Meshkov as well, who just got third in front of Harvey. So yeah, but in the same time, I think for Hankian he was in the clean air, but probably could have saved fuel if he pitted as well. But I mean, whatever. As for the whole championship, I've got to thank you, Heath, and your crew for that, and your team for organizing this hell of a championship once more. Dominating, yeah, I mean, I've only won 4 races out of 6. This guy right with me, who is here in the commentary booth, won 2 of the last races. So, I mean, nice team job, though. I'm very glad that we have that team who can work together and finish the work. Yeah, super glad about one more championship in the hand, and yeah, great.
Well, it looked like that the polka dotted team. I don't know what their team name is, but those 3 guys really caused you guys a lot of grief there through the year or through the season, or some great race. I mean, grief in the best sense of the word. As far as really keeping you guys on your toes and racing really hard with you, and those guys did a great job too. Talk about what it was like to race with those 3 boys.
Boyd Transport Racing, I think. Those guys were amazing. We know them from the last season here too. Harvey and Hugo Correa raced last season. We also raced at Le Mans at ERC. That was one race of HORL we did together. We quite know together. We know each other. I mean, we have a good relationship. So we are happy to help those who want to learn. So they seemed very motivated guys to beat us, and I'm glad to motivate anyone, like any team, any guy who wants to learn and ask the right questions. That's when we help and help improve. And it was a joy to race against such team. They wanted to beat us, and I wish them all the success they deserve. So it goes out that way.
Well, you got me very excited for another IndyCar series at some point. Really appreciate both you guys participating in our High Octane Racing League's IndyCar series, and I know, Alexi, you've got some experience with some stock cars too, and We really appreciate that, and congratulations on the championship, the team championship as well for you both, and hope to see you back when we do the IndyCars again.
Yeah, thank you, Kid. It was a joy to race.
Yeah, thank you for hosting this this series.
And the broadcast as well.
Yeah,
thank
as
you.
well. TurnLeftTV.
That's right.
This week.
And right.
Today, no.
Hey, it was just turn left. If you were turning right tonight, man, you were in big trouble.
Yeah, it didn't work tonight.
All right, man. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
It's Hank Snedeker and Alexei Salviev giving us a little bit of an interview there. Great job to Alexei on winning the championship, and what a fun championship it was. Really was a blast to broadcast these races. I so much enjoyed it. Had a lot on my plate today early on, but wow, what a fantastic championship. Let's see if we can't get a final tally on the point standings. If I can, I might be able to pull those up. For the final point tally. 4 point standings. We go back to our IndyCar section, and congratulations to Hank on getting that big win. Let's take a look at the final standings here in the IndyCar series. So Alexei Salviev with 284 points, or 284 points wins. Snedeker finishes second. Snowden third. Fedorov finishes fourth. Gordon Carter finishes fifth. Dana Judic in sixth. Dana Grover seventh. Stanislav Pavlov finishes in eighth position. Meshkov finishes in ninth. What a great run for Meshkov tonight. Finishes in P3. Ben Cage finishes in the 10th position in the championship. Andre Fadin finishes 11th, Sirkowski 12th, John Stanley finishes 13th, Hugo Correa 14th, Harvey Shepard finishes in 15th, Mateusz Zaleski 16th, Bondelli Jr. 17th, Spindola 18th, Jesus Iglesias 19th, and Sean Jacobs finishes in the 20th position. Finishing in 21st is Alexei Martyanov. Roy Ton finishes 22nd, Franco Alvarez 23rd, Marcus Kipelov 24th, Gaddis Gross-Kaufman 26th. Or 25th, and Eugene Zaglotko finishes in the 26th position. And those guys on this page here were just sort of part-time drivers, some of them just joining us tonight for their first race. The 26 drivers here joining us in this series. Good turnout. And again, congratulations to Alexei Salviev on getting the championship. Well, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate everybody participating in the races, whether they be driving or on the broadcasts. That's going to do it for me tonight. I'll talk to you later. I am out of here.